Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So my hair is a mess right now because I just woke up, but I finally got a haircut. Anyways, we're going to be installing a Cowl hardware kit that I've made up, and I will have a few for sale on my eBay. So if you guys are interested in one, there is going to be a limited amount that I'm going to be selling. So check out my eBay. Anyways, let's get on with the install. Alright guys, so this is the hardware kit that I've made up. It comes with basically a 3D printed washer, jack nut, and a Torx bolt. So this is basically what we're going to be putting in. Obviously it's 3D printed, so there's going to be imperfections because you'll see the lines for 3D printing on here, but you can sand these down and paint them and they will match the cowl perfectly. However, they look nice as themselves anyways, so I'm just going to install them as is. Alright guys, before we start the install, we're going to have to remove our front cowl. So there's a couple steps you have to do. First, remove your wiper arms. They're held down by one of those bolts on each side. Push down the wiper arm and they pop off. Next, you're going to pop all these caps off. There's a Phillips screw underneath, 7 along the whole cowl. So remove all those. Then you're going to need a trim removal tool that pops all these clips off for holding down this rubber seal. So we're going to do that and then we're going to get back to the install right after. Alright guys, now that your cowl is off, all you have to do is remove all these things because we're going to be replacing these with jack nuts. One of the things why we want to do this is because the old method of installing these kind of suck. These things wear out and you got to buy replacement nylon clips here, and these clips here tend to break. I mean, I broke one just taking it out. So they commonly break, and this new hardware will basically fix all that. So in order to remove these, we're just gonna stick a screwdriver underneath here and just kind of pop them all off. These should be just clipped in. So there's another one underneath here as well, and this tray comes out. Sometimes if you haven't ever removed this before, there's gonna be clips that hold this plate down, and you could remove the plate after you remove the clips. Obviously, I don't have the clips anymore. Yeah, it looks like I completely destroyed the clip pulling it out. It happens. These things are old and they're brittle. And they're meant to be replaced every single time. So, yeah. So there's really no going back now. Alright, so to install the jack nut that's included, I've included a screw and also an extra spacer here. So what you're going to do is you put the jack nut in here, because it actually just fits into this hole. And then you're going to tighten this until the jack nut compresses into this sheet metal here. So you can easily do this with just a screwdriver, or if you have an impact driver or whatever, that's probably even better because you could just gun it in. So I'm going to use my impact. So I'm just going to hold this down with some pliers so that it is kind of stable. It doesn't move anywhere. And then I'm going to gun it. Just like that. The jack nut is fixed. Then you undo it. And it is installed. So you can move this around a little bit, like side to side kind of thing, but it is basically in here and it's held down pretty good. So it's not going to go anywhere, and you can install your cowl hardware after you put the cowl back. So we're going to be doing all of these, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so if you guys don't have a drill, this is how you would set a jack nut with just a screwdriver. So hold onto it real tight with the pliers and just twist it with your screwdriver while holding onto this washer. It's hard to get a good grip. But it is much faster if you use a drill. Just like that, it's set. Now we can put the cowl back. All right, as you can see, all the jack nuts are installed. This one is the trickier one because there's these things in the way. So this one I did by hand. All right, so now all we have to do is line up all the jack nuts. So I'll start with this one since it's already lined up. And you're gonna need a T25 Torx bit to screw this stuff on. All you do is hold it tight. Doesn't have to be super tight. This is just a cowl, right? So there's one. We're gonna have to pick all these other ones to make sure that they're lined up. All right, it's all installed now, as you can see. Looks really nice. I personally prefer a Torx over the Hex any day, which is why my kit comes with the Torx bit. So you do need a T25 to put it in, but that looks dope. To give you guys a perspective of how bad it was to remove this stuff, the clips all broke. So this is a good alternative. You don't have to replace these cheap fragile clips because you're gonna have a nice strong jack nuts in there. So the jack nuts should last a lot longer than these. They are stainless steel, so yeah. So all you need is basically this. I find installing these using just a screwdriver works the best, and pliers, because you don't strip the screw out as easy. So these will be also included in the kit. One of these screws with an extra spacer for you to do the installation, and then everything is good. Anyways guys, that's basically the install for the Cowl hardware. So if you guys are interested, check out my eBay. I'm gonna have a few sets for sale. They are limited, so we'll see if I do produce any more. But anyways guys, that's it for this video. If you haven't already, please comment, like, and subscribe, and share my videos. As always guys, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.